My stepmother. I'll never forget the day my life changed forever. I was just 10 years old when my single mother, exhausted from struggling to provide for my younger brother and me, made the difficult decision to send us to live with our father and his wife, Faith. Dad had remarried a few years after divorcing my mom, and Faith had always seemed kind, if a bit distant, during our occasional visits. But little did I know, my life was about to become a never-ending cycle of drudgery and heartache. As soon as we moved in, Faith assigned me all the household chores, from cooking and cleaning to laundry and babysitting my baby stepbrother, Daniel. My dad worked long hours, and whenever he was away, Faith would dump all the responsibilities on me, leaving me exhausted. Mornings were particularly chaotic. I'd wake up at 5 a.m. to start the chores, then rush to get ready for school, often arriving late and flustered. My grades suffered, and my teachers began to notice my decline. I felt trapped, with no escape from Faith's endless demands. But the worst part was the emotional toll. Faith constantly criticized me, making me feel worthless and unloved. My dad, though well-intentioned, remained oblivious to the situation, wrapped up in his own world. When my mom sent me to collect money for food, Dad would shout at me, as if I was begging for handouts. Meanwhile, Faith would squabble with him over providing for me, insisting that her own children deserved priority. Despite everything, I held on to the hope that one day I'd return to my mom. That day finally came when I turned 16. I was overjoyed to leave Faith's oppressive rule behind and start anew with my mom. Years passed, and I blossomed into a confident, beautiful young woman. But life had other plans. My brother called me one fateful day, his voice trembling. "Hannah, Faith passed away. She had an illness, I'm so sorry." I was taken aback. Faith, the woman who had made my life so difficult, was gone. A mix of emotions flooded me, grief, guilt, and regret. Why hadn't I appreciated the little moments we shared? Why had I let our differences define our relationship? As I reflected on our complicated past, memories surfaced: Faith's rare smiles, her laughter when Daniel took his first steps, and the way she'd brush my hair when I was younger. At her funeral, I saw the two sons she left behind, aged 3 and 8. My heart ached for them, knowing they'd grow up without their mother. Standing by her graveside, I whispered, "Faith, I forgive you. You weren't always kind to me, but you were still my stepmother. I wish I'd made our moments last longer. You'll always remain in my heart." Tears streamed down my face as I realized that even in the midst of hardship, there's always room for forgiveness, understanding, and love. Rest in peace, Faith.